These are the ingredients for my pizza dough that I use. I have 1 1/3 cup all-purpose flour. I have a half a teaspoon of fine pink Himalayan salt, and then I have a teaspoon of the traditional dry active yeast. I have about a 1/3 cup of warm water. All right, so we're gonna put the 1 1/3 cup all-purpose flour in there. We have the salt and the yeast. We'll add to that. And then we got the water here, so we'll just put some in and we'll just get started. We'll just kind of mix. As you can see, if you have a mixer, that's always handy as well. I have one at my other place, but not here, so have to do it by hand today. So there we go. We just kind of keep mixing, adjusting if you need to add water. You don't want to add too much water, so you just, I think that might be it there. And then, yeah, I think that'll be good. Everything's there. All right, so we got it almost mixed, so we're just gonna just spread a bit of flour on the dry, clean surface, and then we'll just put it out. And we'll just kind of start kneading it. It's a bit moist, so it should be good. It should get everything together, and so you just knead it for about 7 to 8 minutes. You want to keep getting, you want to develop the gluten, so you just kind of get everything there, put it in the middle, and just kind of work it in. So you just kind of fold it over the heel of your palm, twist it, fold it over, heel of your palm, twist over palm. And then if it starts getting a bit sticky, just keep adding flour underneath, kind of like this. And then we'll get to a point where it's a little sticky, but not sticky, if that makes sense. So I'll be back here. I'll be doing this for another 10 minutes, so we'll cut out here and then I'll bring you back near the end. All right, so it's been maybe about 4 minutes now, so it's starting to come together. The gluten starting to develop. So again, yeah, just fold, heel, fold, heel. Yeah, you can see it's already changed. It's becoming more combined and whatnot. So yeah, we'll just do this for another few minutes, and then we'll put it into an oiled bowl and cover it with a towel and just put it in a warm spot until it doubles in size, but I'll show you that here in a bit. All right, so we have our dough done. We kneaded it for about 10 minutes. So a nice oiled bowl. So we'll just a dash. I always just run my knuckles over it, get it on the sides, kind of nice and formed. Just put it in. I have my rag here, and then we'll just set it aside and wait for it to double, usually to like a half hour. So sometimes if it's a bit cooler in the kitchen, might take a bit longer, but otherwise, yeah, about a half hour is pretty average. So we'll check it in a half hour and go from there. All right, so it's been about a half hour, and as you can see, it has kind of doubled in size there. So again, flour on the work surface. So just kind of and pull it out. The oil's there to keep it from sticking. And we just kind of pat it down. All right, so now we have a little bit more flour here. And now we're just gonna roll it out to fit the shape of the pan. So just there, and give it a quarter turn, roll it out. Another quarter turn, just kind of keep doing this until we get to this side. All right, now that we have it rolled out to about the shape of our pan, as you can see, it kind of covers there. We're gonna poke holes in it, so when it does cook, it's not gonna kind of have air pockets and bubble. All right, now that we have the holes perforated a little bit, we can just lay it in our tray here. Sometimes it doesn't come out round, so if it comes out more square or rectangular, put it in a baking sheet. It'll still taste good. So here we go. It's in there nice and good. So All right, so we found some pesto in the fridge, so we're going to use that instead of a tomato sauce. So we just kind of get that on there. Just put a nice even layer. If you want it more pesto-y, put it on thicker. So yeah, we'll just quickly kind of spread it out nice and evenly. You know, you can make pesto with parsley, you know, kind of, you can even do a cilantro. You can use different types of seeds, pumpkin seeds, stuff like that. So here we go, nice and even. And so now, as you can see, we have all our ingredients ready to go. That's important. We had the oven is preheated to 425. And so yeah, we're good to go here.
Alrighty.
And we'll just finish off the fennel here, kind of again, making sure it's nice and even. We have some leftover portobello mushrooms, so we'll just spread those on nice. Used about half of the portobello, so we'll use the rest later on for something else. We have some marinated artichokes that we had made the other day as well, so we're going to use those up. Make some space in the fridge. We got some asparagus here. Oh boy, this is looking like a big pizza. Looking good. There, take all that off. Here we go. And then we had some kale and we used some celery leaves just to use it up. So we'll just spread that on. Some up. So there we go. We like it spicy, so we're putting some crushed red chilies. If you're not a fan of that, you can either use some dried pepper or dried herbs, the ones that you like. Sometimes you buy those dried herbs in the little packages and you don't know what to do with them and they're just kind of sitting in the drawer. Just put them in a little baggie and put them in the freezer. And then something like this, good, you know, you can just pull it out, get all the leaves off and just put it on top. It's a nice addition, adds more flavor. We have our leftover mozzarella that we're going to use up, and so we'll just make sure we get a nice even spread of the cheese. Don't want it on the edges, so we'll get that off there. Now you could add some Parmesan as well as in here as if you wanted. Basically make whatever you have for ingredients to use up, make a pizza. So there we go. Now we'll just put this into the oven. Oven's been preheated, so we'll just put that in the middle. All right, so it's been in about 20 minutes or so. Nice golden brown on top. I'm not sure about you, but I like mine nice and crisp. So, you know, when you get a pizza, it doesn't flop over when you pick it up. So there you go. Nice easy pizza, leftover vegetables. If you had chicken or ground beef, anything like that, protein, you can also add that onto there as well. So a nice cheap, easy pizza. You're not gonna pay, you know, $20, $30, $40 from a pizza place. Enjoy.